Hey there, treasure hunter. Would you ever trust the color of the dirt to lead you to a diamond? Sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you that before any shovel hits the ground, the real experts, the ones who do this for a living, look at the soil like it's a treasure map? There's a very specific shade that shows up in diamond-rich areas, a shade that screams wealth, but only if you've got the eye for it. Most people, they don't even notice. They walk right past it, step on it, ignore it. Because life taught us to look for the sparkle, not where the sparkle comes from. But nature doesn't hand over its treasures that easily. It gives signs. And one of those signs? It starts with the ground. Believe it or not, some of the biggest diamond discoveries started when someone took a moment to really look at the earth. While everyone else just saw dust. What if you're just one step away from something rare, and you've missed it because you've been looking in the wrong place? Today, I'm going to show you how to spot this pattern, this color, this almost invisible clue that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. And that's just the beginning, because the earth hides other codes right in plain sight. But don't worry, we'll take it one step at a time. While most people go chasing shiny stones like they're playing a game of kids' treasure hunt, the sharpest minds know the real secret starts where no one's looking, right in the colors of the earth. That's right, you heard me. The ground actually changes color when it's hiding something valuable. And no, this isn't some old folk tale. It's ancient wisdom backed by modern science. The most experienced miners in Africa and Russia have learned to trust their eyes before they trust their tools. A reddish soil? That could mean laterite. A greenish tint? Maybe serpentine. Burnt orange? Take note. That's a hot lead. Now think about this. How many times have you stepped on unusual-looking soil and just brushed it off without a second thought? Exactly. The earth was talking, and you walked right past it. If you're starting to see things differently now, that's already a sign something inside you is waking up. And hey, if this kind of knowledge is catching you off guard, go ahead and hit that like button. It tells me you're serious about learning to read the signs no one else even notices. And stay with me, because up next, I'm going to break down exactly what these colors mean and how they're directly connected to finding diamonds. There's a secret buried right beneath our feet, and almost no one talks about it. It's like the earth is whispering something important, but only those who truly pay attention can hear it. What looks like just a strange soil color, a greenish patch, a rusty tint, or even that burnt orange, turns out to be a geological code. Kimberlite, laterite, serpentine. Odd names for most, but they make a real prospector's eyes light up brighter than the diamonds themselves. These formations don't appear by accident. They're the result of massive pressure, deep movements from within the Earth's mantle, and they often carry what so many are desperately searching for: diamonds. Yes, you heard that right. Where these colors show up, the odds of finding diamonds go way up. But not everyone sees it. Most people step right over it, dirty their shoes, and keep moving. But now you know. When the color of the ground changes, your life might be about to change too. And what's even more fascinating, this isn't just theory. There are actual records and studies proving that in some of the world's most famous diamond hubs, like the Mir mine in Siberia or the rich lands of Kimberley in South Africa, these colored soils were the very first clue that led to massive discoveries. Science backs it up. Kimberlite, for instance, is a volcanic rock that travels from deep within the Earth's crust, carrying diamonds. Like hidden passengers. Over time, it breaks apart and changes the color of the soil around it. leaving a trail only trained eyes can follow. But here's the best part. You don't need to be a certified geologist to start spotting this. You just need to know what to look for. Nature leaves fingerprints. It doesn't hide things. It just disguises them. And if you've got the sensitivity, the patience, and the right knowledge, you can see wealth where the world sees nothing but dirt. These soil colors aren't random. They're messages. And now that you know how to read them, the question becomes, are you ready to decode the EY? Next signs? Here's something else to keep in mind. The ground gives you a heads up long before the gem ever shines. It changes texture, gets crumbly, almost fragile, and the color becomes something almost artistic, like the earth is painting a masterpiece to mark a special zone. And these natural artworks, they're not just hidden away in deep Africa or the icy lands of Russia. They show up in road cuts, riverbanks, eroded hillsides, even forgotten lots out in the Brazilian countryside. When you see that reddish-orange dirt in the middle of the savannah, it's worth stopping for a closer look. The texture's dry, sandy, and the color stands out like paint spilled by accident. That's where the secret hides. And if your eye is sharp, a simple walk could turn into an unexpected journey. But take it easy. Recognizing the signs is only the beginning. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to take action, where to look, and what tools to use to turn this knowledge into results, even if you've never held a gold pan in your life. Now that you know what to look for, let's talk about how to actually put this knowledge into practice. First thing, train your eyes. Sounds easy, but this is where most people slip up. When you're walking through an area with exposed earth, like road cuts, riverbanks, or little used trails, pay close attention to the colors that seem out of place. Soil that mixes deep reds with bright orange or patches of greenish ground with no vegetation deserves a second look. If you can, bring a small magnifying glass, nothing fancy, and take a closer look at the soil's texture. Is it sandy? Crumbly? Those are clues too. Here's a great tip. Take photos of any unusual soil you find and compare them with reliable samples. These days, your phone can be your own personal catalog of nature's colors. And hey, drop a comment below. Have you ever come across soil like this? Describe it for me. You might have already stumbled onto a clue without even knowing it. Another key point, where exactly should you look? Natural erosion sites are gold mines, literally, because they expose deeper layers of soil that normally stay hidden. Freshly cut dirt roads, riverbanks, or even abandoned digs can reveal way more than meets the eye. And if you happen to be in an area with even a small history of mining, your chances go way up. One more trick. Scout places with sparse vegetation. Certain mineral-rich soils actually prevent plants from growing, and those bare patches really stand out against the surrounding greenery. At first, this might all seem a little too technical, but once you really start observing, it becomes second nature. It's like learning a new language. At first, everything sounds strange, but after a while, you start picking up meaning, even in what's not said. And that's where the real treasure lies, not just gold, but diamonds. To wrap up this practical section with a bang, let's talk gear. You don't need to spend a ton. A simple magnifying glass, a small rock hammer, or even a sturdy metal rod, a bag to carry samples, and a notebook with a pen. That's all you need to get started. If you want to dive deeper, you can look into basic soil testing kits, but what matters most is being present. Slow down. Take notes. Compare colors, textures, even smells. Believe it or not, the smell of soil can tell you a lot. Soil rich in organic matter smells strong and earthy, Mineral-heavy soils tend to be dry and almost odorless. Everything's a clue. Everything speaks. And if this content is helping you open your eyes to a whole new world, go ahead and hit that like button. It shows that you value this kind of knowledge, stuff most people never share. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that now and turn on the bell, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you even more surprising signs from nature, things that go way beyond just the color of the soil. Soil color is just the Earth's first whisper, and those who learn to listen realize nature's secrets don't end there. Some soils look like they were painted by hand, deep red like ancient fire, dark purple like the shadow of a storm, glossy black like freshly cracked coal. These shades aren't just random, they're the fingerprints of metallic oxides. That strange patch of ground you passed by, it might be hiding iron, manganese, nickel, even gold. But hardly anyone notices. They walk right over it, kick it, aside, build right on top of it, all because they never learned the language of the earth. Now check this out. Ever seen a patch of land where nothing seems to grow? Where the grass disappears, the ground feels hotter, and the air's unusually dry? You can bet something's going on there. The soil's composition affects what kind of life can even survive. In some areas, fungi burst into intricate, almost artistic patterns. In others, not even roots dare to stay. That's the earth shouting, and those who learn to listen get there first. Because in nature, the one who sees first, harvests first. But if you think the signs stop at soil color, brace yourself. In hidden corners, small springs emerge from the ground with a metallic scent, iron-rich water sources that quietly reveal buried mineral deposits. Some taste strange. Some leave rusty orange stains on the rocks around them. It's like the water itself carries a secret in its current. And get this, lichens, those weird little fungi that cling to rocks, are natural indicators of minerals, like copper and zinc. Imagine that. A plant or a fungus guiding you to underground treasure. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? But it's real. It's called geobiology. Even insects get in on the action. Ants dig differently in iron-rich soil. Bees avoid certain ground like they know something's off. You don't have to be a scientist to pick up on this. All you need is time, sharp eyes, and the will to see the invisible. And if all of this has already blown your mind, take a deep breath. Because the next step is where the real transformation begins. Not just in how you see the world, but in how you see yourself. How many times have you walked across unusual ground and not even noticed? A patch of soil with a strange color, an odd texture, maybe even a different smell. But you just kept moving. Head full of hurry, eyes full of distractions. The truth is the world is always speaking. We just don't hear it until we learn to quiet the noise inside. Learning to read the Earth's signals isn't just about finding mineral wealth. It's about developing a sensitivity that almost no one else has anymore. It's about realizing that what looks ordinary, dirty, dry, or dead might actually be hiding value. And that goes for everything in life. How many opportunities have you walked right over because you didn't recognize what was really there? How many times has someone told you something simple, full of wisdom, and you didn't listen? The earth doesn't just change on its own. It responds to cycles, to pressure, to transformation. So do you. Every mark, every hue, every crack in the ground tells a story. And maybe, just maybe, by looking at the earth, you'll start to see more of yourself. Because the greatest treasure isn't finding a diamond in the wild. It's discovering that you can see what no one else sees. That changes everything. It shifts the way you move through the world. It makes you value what used to feel invisible. From the moment you learn how to decode the Earth's signals, you begin to decode life's signals too. And that changes you. Because where others see dirt, you'll start to see meaning. Where others see obstacles, you'll see a path. This isn't just a technical skill, it's a way of life, a mindset. One that searches for meaning where others only see noise. And believe me, the more you train your eyes, the more they open. It's like the universe starts sending you signs, because now you're finally ready to notice them. And if all of this is starting to make sense for you, just wait. Because what's coming next is where you stop observing and start acting like someone who truly knows how to see. If any of this sparked something inside you, if it lit that fire of I want to learn how to see what no one else sees, then drop this in the comments. I see the Earth's signs. That phrase marks your commitment to this new way of looking at the world. Because this isn't just about geology, it's about a whole new perspective on life. And to support you on this journey, I've got a special gift waiting for you. A visual guide featuring real examples of soil types that reveal hidden treasures, colors, textures, practical tips, all broken down and easy to follow. It's the kind of content that's very hard to come by, and I'm sharing it because I know if you've made it this far, you're ready to take this seriously. The guide is linked in the description below. And hey, don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this video with someone who loves nature, adventure, or who's always saying they want to change their life. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Because what's coming next will surprise you in ways most people just aren't ready for. Would you start paying more attention to the ground beneath your feet if you knew the color of the soil could lead you straight to a diamond? Because now, this isn't just theory anymore. It's a fact you carry with you, right behind your eyes. With every step you take, the Earth is trying to show you something. And once you learn how to read those silent messages, the world stops being ordinary. But hold on, because the signs don't end there. There's another natural clue that almost everyone is missing. A rock that looks completely ordinary, but could be worth a fortune. Yep, you heard that right. $1 million. And get this, it might be sitting in your backyard, out in a field you walk through, or hidden in that pile of forgotten stones by the side of the road. If that made your heart skip a beat, don't waste another second. The video popping up on your screen right now is called "This Ordinary Rock Could Be $1 Million Meteorite. Learn how to identify one now." Click it and watch, because in there, you'll learn the exact traits that can turn a random rock into a treasure from space. And believe me, this knowledge, it could change your destiny. See you soon, treasure hunter.